Other repairs include tracks at Hubbard and Kinsey near the Merchandise Mart and those near Lake and Wells, which the CTA calls the busiest part of the L system. Research states nearly 80% of people are non-smokers, and while many support Starbucks' new policy, Maloney says it addresses an even greater problem: secondhand smoke. In 2006, Marano signed a last chance deal to keep his job here at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And though the convicted felon says justice has been served, some university officials say it was a mistake. Experts say unplugging is good for your health, so why not shut the computer off and put the phone down? Well, at least for a minute. After last week's attack, Postal Service spokesman Mark Reynolds says officials haven't decided how long the mail stoppage will last. So don't bother looking here for your mail. Now you'll have to look here.
Last year there were 101 drownings in the Great Lakes area.
Like Chicago's own Lake Michigan. But whether you're at the Y or at the beach, there are common misconceptions about the water that could put you in danger. And as the CTA fights crime through surveillance, some riders have mixed feelings about their safety versus their privacy. West Humboldt Park on Chicago's west side is known more for its crime than its cuisine. It's not where you would expect a restaurant to open up with healthy options on the menu.
People come in and they're, number one, they're not expecting us to be here.
But since the Turkey Chop opened here in February, residents have wondered how it happened.
Are you sure you're in the right place? and then we tell them yes, and it was very deliberate.
West Humboldt Park Development Council Executive Director Chet Jackson helped Turkey Chop get its start here.
It's not so much the bottom line and in terms of the local economy, but it's also about raising the awareness of people in the neighborhood in terms of a better lifestyle and having options to services that they just felt like they didn't deserve.
He secured tax credits and loans for the restaurant and a small business improvement grant from the city of Chicago.
It goes up to about 75% of the cost of what you're doing.
Neighborhoods like West Humboldt Park are among Chicago's tax increment funding areas, or TIF districts. Funding for businesses like Turkey Chop comes from tax dollars and private investors and are used to repair things like city streets, expand businesses, and breathe life back into communities through employment.
I know that a restaurant like that in the neighborhood encourages the people.
Small business promoter Cynthia Boykin thinks Turkey Chop has set a positive tone for West Humboldt Park's future.
Sometimes people mistakenly think that we don't have the same skill sets, we don't have the same chefs, we don't have the same service, but we do. So we need that in our own neighborhoods.
And with Jackson's quest to attract more positive businesses to the community, it will happen. In West Humboldt Park, Kim Shine. Calling all purple, brown, and red line riders, get ready. Next month, the Wells Street Bridge will be closed, and you know what that means.
I think I'll just have to leave early or leave later. You know what I mean? I'll set my schedule around it.
That's right, or at least it's what the CTA is urging its riders to do from March 1st to March 10th, and from April 26th to May 5th. The project will revamp the 90-year-old landmark and tracks in surrounding areas. Other repairs include tracks at Hubbard and Kinsey near the Merchandise Mart and those near Lake and Wells, which the CTA calls the busiest part of the L system. Here's the breakdown. Purple Line trains will stop at Howard, some Brown Line trains will travel only between Kimball and the Merchandise Mart, while others will take the Red Line subway between Fullerton and Roosevelt. Red Line trains will run as usual, but will continue to the Brown Line Kimball stop. During the project, the CTA will offer free loop shuttles, but law student and Brown Line rider Jillian Huffman isn't impressed.
Plus, obviously a shuttle can hold a lot less people than a train, so it's probably going to be longer waits to get to where you want to go, and I think it'll just cause a lot of confusion.
Despite the inconvenience, Smith has different thoughts.
Either way, there's nothing, you're not going to get out there and help, so unless you're going to do that, don't complain.
For more information, visit transitchicago.com/Wells Bridge. In Chicago, Kim Shine, 433 News. For Starbucks customers like Stephen Fitzpatrick, having a coffee and a smoke is over.
I think that's fine. Yeah, if people are enjoying their day, I don't see they shouldn't have to stand there or sit there and smell my cigarettes.
As of June 1st, the chain expanded its no smoking policy to include outdoor seating within 25 feet of any entrance. This affects nearly 7,000 U.S. stores and 900 in Canada. The company released this statement on the matter. Starbucks takes pride in providing a comfortable customer and community environment and takes seriously its responsibility to provide a safe and healthy setting across company-owned stores.
The Respiratory Health Association applauds Starbucks for adopting this expanded smoke-free policy. It's there to protect the workers and also to protect their patrons.
Research states nearly 80% of people are non-smokers, and while many support Starbucks' new policy, Maloney says it addresses an even greater problem: secondhand smoke.
Secondhand smoke exacerbates asthma attacks. It leads to greater levels of heart attacks, and there's dozens of other lung health and heart health injuries that are caused by exposure to secondhand smoke.
Starbucks customer Dan Hildebrand appreciates the policy, but even as a non-smoker, he empathizes with smokers.
They've been pushed out of a lot of places, but it's a big company with important social responsibilities, so overall I'm perfectly happy.
Starbucks' policy adds 10 feet to Illinois' smoke-free ban, which only requires smokers to be at least 15 feet from a business. In Chicago, Kim Shine, Medill reports.